boundaries. Girl, you hit too close to the edge now. Only thing they got is toxicity. Think you need a cleanse, clear the shit out. You got the vibes, but they ain't got yours. You've done enough, but they still want more. You've been a good friend down to the core. Oh, oh, oh. Hold up, baby, don't take it. It ain't friendship if they just fake it. You don't need to put up with their bullshit. Tell them no, 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 no. Hold up, baby, don't stress it. It ain't worth it, you won't miss it. You don't need to put up with their bullshit. Tell them no, 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 no. Girl, it's time to put yourself first. Go and get the love you deserve. Stop by screaming out the way. No, 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 no. Don't let anyone put you down. Stand up straight and hold your head out. Stop by saying it out loud. No, 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 no. Tell 'em no, 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 no. Yeah, tell 'em no, 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 no. Hold up, baby, don't take it. It ain't friendship if they just fake it. You don't need to put up with their bullshit. Tell 'em no, 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 no. Hold up, baby, don't stress it. It ain't worth it, you won't miss it. You don't need to put up with their bullshit. Tell 'em no, 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 no. Hold up, baby, don't take it. It ain't friendship if they just fake it. You don't need to put up with their bullshit. Tell 'em no, 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 no. Hold up, baby, don't stress it. It ain't worth it, you won't miss it. You don't need to put up with their bullshit. Tell 'em no, 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 no.
Oh, hey, y'all. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on, Lisa? What's going on? Did I wake you up? Good. Woo, y'all. A long week. A long, long week. It was a long week. Long week. How's y'all week? I'm just on here with some wine and a twizzler. A wine and a twizzler. Listening to a few things out there. Yeah, I done had a long week. I really ain't trying to hear, I don't even know what to call it. I don't know what to call it, y'all. I don't know what to call it. I just came on to say hi, chit chat with you guys for a little while. Y'all tell me what's been going on. What's going on, sweet cat? What's been going on, y'all, out there? With the, I like to call it, I guess blank bullets or something. I don't know. Anybody still pulling up? Anybody got beat up yet? Anybody else been to jail? What's going on? Y'all have to talk back to me. Hey, little boy. Talk back to me. What's going on? Bullshit, girl. You hit it dead on the nail. You hit it dead on the nail. Over here, nobody steals my joy. Nobody. You can't steal my joy. That just ain't gonna happen. But throughout my week, my work week, a lot of you guys know, if you've been on my channel, I have been dealing with some cases at work, and I'm done. I've completed those, of course, but there will probably be more to come because it's a non-stop situation that occurs unexpectedly. What's going on, Capone? Capone, Capone, what's going on? What's going on at Miss Brown? Miss Brown is in the chat. Hey, we got another deal, no deal, coming soon. I have another one coming soon, but you got to be here in participation to play, and it is pretty much, I have to keep it minimized to members only. I just can't let anybody that just jumps out of nowhere that wants to play and take a little cash from PAP. It's not a lot of cash. It's called fun cash, okay? We're going to call that fun cash, but we got a game coming soon. Might be tomorrow night. We will see. We will see. I got to shake up the suitcase. It's somewhere here, but I got to shake up the suitcases, y'all. Hey, K baby, what's going on? So I don't even know where I want to start tonight. So, to vibe with you guys, I think the one highlighted topic that caught my eye out here. It's not about no Mr. Kelly too much tonight, but because I am over here under the umbrella of it. It was one that I kind of wanted to touch on, just a little bit. Hey, PC, what's going on over here? What's going on, girl? It was just like one, and that was the highlighted topic about the young lady coming back for some more, I guess, monetary damages. I guess that's what I want to call it, right? And she's seeking some part of monetary from Mr. Kelly's songs. Is that what I'm reading? And his a Grammy or something like that. I have to go back and pull this article. Let me find the article right. And I'm sitting here like, newsflash. Have you seen where his financial status is at? You know what I mean? Like, or is this just someone who wants to have something documented and waiting in line for, a gift to her that is not really a gift. You want to take something from someone that you didn't earn it. I'm good. I'm good, girl. How are you? How are you doing? I'm getting your emails, but we'll talk about that. So, but I I was confused with that. It's something about the awarding of the 4 million. Let me see if I can pull that article up for you. Hold on 1 second. I could be pretty much precise of what she want. I wonder if I sent it to my email. So I'm like, you want what? You want parts of or a song that this man has written up, right? So, okay. I went back to look at the year that she allegedly came around. And I believe it was like 98, something like that. So I went back to pull, well, what was his songs that he either collabed on or had done by himself, right? Because she wants some rights to, just leave him right there, some rights to a song. Oh, Kim, thank you. Look, girl, my edges. Look, they growing, girl. I got some edges. This always have been here, but they're there. Let's get my gray in. I'm thinking about letting it just grow in. I don't know. And my camera is shaking. I don't know why. Thank you, hon. I'm trying. I'm trying. As you know, us old people, girl, we get ridicule out here. You either too old to be on here, you're too old to do this, you're too old to do that. I don't know where they get this stuff. I don't know who has taught them this learned behavior about old. Comes in all kind of shape, form, or fashion. I think that younger people gets a little bit surprised when the older people come on YouTube and it's not what they expected. And I guarantee you, like all of these people that be like old and the old and stuff, right? They probably got a G-Ma like me. You know what I'm saying? Like a G-Ma like me. Like that's down and to earth and kick it, ain't laid back, ain't knitting no yarn balls yet or something like that. They be like, these old bees out here on the YouTube streets. Well, if we left off the young ones out here, boy, it'll be shit hell to pay. Imagine that. You have all the young ones killing off the young ones. At least you got some old ones to tangle with. All right, here comes this stuff. Will y'all believe that I'm still working on this stupid error on the computer? I haven't had time this week. I haven't been in the over where I'm sitting at all week. I haven't been here all week, so I got all the stuff that's going to be coming through. Shout out to the people on Twitter. They're still keeping people informed about the state case that's going on. So shout out to all of those people. Her Heather Williams. That's her name, right? It just popped up. So shout out to that message. But Heather Williams, she wants possession of Mr. Kelly's songwriting. So I believe that the year that allegedly that she came around was 1998. Okay, I don't know if she was there or not. I wasn't there. So this is allegedly with me. And I'm saying to myself, well, wait a minute now. What do you want the man songs for? Most of his music, according to the chart that I pulled up, is half collab. That means that songwriting or was done with someone else. For instance, Michael Jackson. You think that you deserve ownership of that song that was written for Michael Jackson? So I'm thinking, well, let me pull where he received the Grammys at. One of them that went big, and that was the I Believe I Can Fly. He only has three Grammys, right? And she wants one of those, or two of those, or three of those. And I'm sitting up here like, well, wait a minute now. We saw, some of his possessions, getting taken away out of his apartment and being allegedly put up in a secured place, right? And I believe I read somewhere out here that, oh my God, one of the girlfriends or something got one. So, I don't know. You say, I might as well join you. Hey, sugar baby, what's going on? Brenda, what's going on? I didn't even really expect you all. I thought you guys might want to be, learning something about this Don Snowboy that was out. So I really didn't expect you guys to show up. You might as well join you on the porch. I don't mind knitting. I can knit and crochet. I can do that. But I think that they just kind of got caught off guard by realizing that the people that are out here supporting Mr. Kelly, we're in his age bracket. They're the ones that are not, you know what I'm saying? The ones that be screaming about the older people. Oh, thanks, sugar baby. That's what's up. You right, pretty face. Long time, girl. Long time. Long time. Hey, Harlem. Thanks, boo. Native. Thank you, boo. Thank you, girls. But, Nisi, I literally laughed at that. I'm trying to understand, how do they talk amongst the older crowd and tries to downgrade the older crowd when we're around his age bracket? That just don't make sense to me. Why wouldn't the older people be out here? Why would there be younger people out here if they are attacking a person about being around young people? I can't analyze that. I've been laughing at that ever since they've been talking about old people. Your asses is old. Your asses are old. Well, we're around Mr. Kelly's age. What did you expect? 10-year-olds? I don't know. I don't get that one. So, but anyways, girl, I find it hilarious. Nisimo, a lot of people open their mouths before they really think the whole analytical view of theirs through. Think it through. And before you say this, maybe I should ask myself the who, what, when, where, and whys. Before I do that, maybe I should jot down the who, what, when, where, and whys, and then build your two columns. One has the pros, one has the cons. They always says that if your cons outweigh your pros, you might want to shut that shit down. It's a no-go. It's a no-go, right? So, anyways. But this, I believe it was Heather Williams, whatever her name is, right? We're talking about her. Oh, pretty. Thank you, thank you. Um, she wants some. She wants some rights to some music. Can you guys name one song that she should have any rights to? Now, keep in mind that around 98, and she says that she was allegedly around for what until she turned 18. So let's just say hypothetically 98, 99, 2000, 2001, and 2002. Now let's think about the songs that Mr. Kelly had written in 2002 where he was not on collaboration with anyone or that he didn't write um, music for anyone. Is she talking about those? Is she talking about those songs? I'm I'm trying to figure that out. Because if I pull up the songs that was written. Okay, so let's go here. Where she wants a Grammy. None. Sugar Baby say none. Where do people come off in wanting, deciding to take what a person really put their work, hard work into? I don't understand it. In my opinion, it was either give me this, you know, and that's that. She asked for money at first, right? I think that she realized, well, wait a minute. It might be about 20 years before I see a dime. Well, let me try to get a Grammy. What do you want a Grammy for? What if you don't like Mr. Kelly? If you came out to report that he done X, Y, and Z, why would you want any parts of the person that you spoke bad on? Why? Isn't that gonna bring back memory? What is she gonna do? Set the Grammy on the mantle, and then when company comes over, she walks by and say, "Yeah, I took that from that nigga." How is that healing? How is that? What is that gonna do? You're gonna have to dust it. You're gonna get a little dusty up there, but how is that? I'm trying to see where's the healing at from that. I can't understand it. So I'm like, is this a hoax? Is this ain't true, right? You know, I'm reading the headlines like this shit can't possibly be true. I'm gonna come out here and make highlights that I want copyrights. I want to take a song from him or some songs or music, and I want the trophies. I want the fuck for what? Hi, Pernell. What for? But yeah, you're right. Need smoke. Now is that since all of this talk about Keith out here right now, mind you, right? I believe in this is just my opinion that Sharon Winbush did a more damage than a few people out here. Yeah, you had Don Russell speak on intellectual property and him and Keith sat together and they decided, not to put all the eggs in one basket. So some things went there. So there's that talk of it, right? And yet Sharon Winbush came out here with to put Keith up with the whole bling bling watch on. What did she call him on that show? Just exposed him and everything. So now it's the connections of showing that, oh my God, well, if Mr. Kelly doesn't have it, it's a possibility that this Keith guy may has it, right? She put up Keith with the bling bling. What she call him over there, y'all? Bling bling something. What she call Keith? It was kind of funny though. I did laugh at it. I ain't gonna lie. What's going on, Shoemaker? What's going on? You want them to get a job, girl? If anybody can get anything easy, why would they want a job? Used to tell her to call Julia. I'm just saying. So Keith has now become the second in command. If I can't get anything from Mr. Kelly. And if I don't get a Grammy, there's only three, then and a song, then we need to go after Keith for 5 million. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. We need to go after Keith for 5 million. Iced out Keith. Yes, ma'am. Iced out Keith, right? So now, here you are with finally, we're in 2022, the end of the year. Now it's Keith in the headlines with this Heather Williams on, if I can't get it from Miss Kelly, then we need to focus on getting it from him. Just with that being in the headlights now, he's definitely going to, which he's probably already is lawyer up, you know. Then I'm thinking, well, she's speaking. This is just my thought, and I could be wrong. So y'all help me out with this one. I might struggle with this one a little bit, right? I'm gonna take you back to somebody, and she's talking about his Grammys, music. All of that came from entertainment, right? Being an entertainer out here to the world where he made a living off of. So now I'm like, but wait a minute though. Ain't that, wouldn't that fall up under a Doug Anton? Wouldn't Doug Anton come in as his entertainment attorney, entertaining attorney, right? Would know all the ins and outs and the laws about what this person can receive, you know, if they can tap in into that lane of taking something that is years old. It's old. You say we're not gonna give them any help. Well, that's true too. That's true too. But I was just wondering, you know, where's his entertaining lawyer at who would have, you know, the law pertaining to what a person can do at that level when it comes to his musical industry expertise, his, you know, his anointments. Like, where's his laws protecting him for that? I don't know him. I'm not an attorney, but yeah, you're right about that. It says, I was reading that. It says that on there as well. So I think because of what they see from the YouTubes is where they come behind YouTube and develop these plot plan to stir up more noise out here. I don't know. What do y'all think? She's a legend to the story. She's planning on taking this up in there. Who's her attorney? I don't know. I literally stopped pulling quite a bit of stuff, you guys. I really have, because I realized that coming out here, you'll end up in entanglement of arguments about who has the best paperwork, who's reading the best paperwork, and Pap ain't got time for that. You say Bookham knows everything. Let him tell it. But if you guys didn't catch my community, I post little clippings of things up over there, and they're not really to stir up trouble. They're just stuff that I'd be like, oh, well, this is interesting. Like he said, you know, when he was sent here, and you have to keep in mind, he never said any names over there, Parnell, when I posted up. And that's how he gets away with his format of saying things. So he leaves you to believe what it is that you choose to believe when he says certain things. And that, I just put it up as a laughter because it was funny. Because I noticed that's how he does things. But that's that goofy boy. Whatever. So, I don't know where it's going to come from. You had the news saying that Mr. Kelly is broke. Everybody kept saying he's broke, he's broke, he's broke. So, the only thing that I can get out of that is get in line, sister. Get in line. Just get in line. If he doesn't have it, and now she's under the presumptions that, oh my God, you know, let's see what this Keith guy has. One of his friends or something. He appeared at the trials as well. His photo was put up with the watch and things like that, and it would paint the picture to appear that he has money, but hopefully he's protecting himself as well. That's all I can say about that situation. That's just crazy. But they coming, y'all. Why is Lanita Carter in the paperwork to come back? Why? She went from 100,000 for braiding the hair, $100 I think, and that wasn't enough. So she come back. She got another 100,000. She come back, and there's another settlement. I believe these are through Susan Logan, right? And who was the guy that said that these, he helped brought some people to do some settlements or whatever to Susan Logan, that darn Demetrius over there, right? And if Demetrius was in New York taking immunity, and Susan Logan bailed out of the trial because she had a family member or something that got sick or whatever, she couldn't make it. I'm trying to understand why is there even a state? I don't get it. Same women, but you get yelled at because people feel like, oh, it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. Same women. And Mr. Kelly kept saying, and when he said that, he was telling people that he knew it was going to be the same women. He knew it was going to be the same arguments of some things that happened years ago, whether if they was VIA settled or what, or the same fuss. It was the same thing. Yeah, she exactly. So what do she want, Native? What could she possibly? What she want? Another $100? What does she want? She should be one of the main ones over here. Like, I'm so done with this stuff, and she should just be, take me out this stuff. Cause he hawk. That's what she said. He hawk spit in my face. Peace. I'm kind of behind a little bit this week too, because I had to take care of some, real work. That's what she said. So she's coming back. How many more are coming back? A whole lot of them. Just back and forth, back and forth. So I'm hearing that Greenberg is putting motions in again. I think Saturday I'll pull a few of them so that I can get caught up on these things. I've been busy this week, honey, and I really had to stay focused on what I was doing. So they worked out okay. Everything worked out okay as I was hoping so. You say she need to be in there for well far from. Yeah, I don't know. Hey, child, what's going on, child? Took me 2 days to get over Ratchet Randa live. Took me 2 days, y'all. I promise y'all, because I kept taking my crazy butt back to my bonnet bitch section of her live. I swear, I just could not get enough of it. Shit was hilarious. I had to go back. She was like, my bonnet bitch. My bonnet bitch. And I was like, that was epic, y'all. I can't lie. I can't lie on that one. And anywhere that there is laughter and fun, you'll pretty much find me on there, because I didn't come out here to be in the midst of the angry birds. I'll listen. It's too much. But should I respond? I think quite a few of you guys that was on one of the lives. I'm not sure if it was JoJo's or if it was I know it wasn't Catfish. Catfish ended up having all of the dream team over there. So, or Randus, where you were saying that you would hope that I see the live and possibly have a response to that live. And I'll get to that in a second. But let's finish talking about Mr. Kelly's ownership of these Grammys. I just found it interesting because I ended up seeing what songs it was that he had did between 98 and 2004. me see if I can find that list again. It was interesting because he had quite a few, right? And those were the ones that was in our era, in our age bracket when he was dropping those. Not the young ones on here calling everybody old. They weren't even pretty much. They probably was about 2 years old. They had no clue about these songs that was being made until they got older, and of course start tapping into Mr. Kelly's music. You said what's going on now? I don't know. I'm talking about three different subjects, so you gotta tell me which one, because I'm just randomly having some wine. Which if you drink wine on the screen, you a drunk. You gonna be a drunk. No, you can't be grown at home in your house having no wine. You gonna be considered a goddamn drunk. You was a drunk. I'm a toast to that, child. Cheers. I like being grown because you can do whatever you want to do when you're grown. Oh, you talking about earlier? I was talking about Randa did a show. Randa did a show, Nisimo, and she had all of us pretty much up that was over there. And there's a few of them in here that was over there, right? Knowing I had to go to sleep, girl. Let me go on and tell you about it's in the cup. I got the Snoop Dogg. You can't see the Snoop Dogg. Don't you see that Snoop Dogg? Snoop Dogg in the Mac cup. It's in there. And I'm just only on cup number one because I'm grown. I'm grown. So that's just that. I don't know where anything that you do, somehow abnormal people has something to say about it. And it is what it is. They have something to say about it. Don't have no hair, they got something to say about it. Have some hair, they got something to say about it. It don't matter. I call those people abnormal. Okay? Abnormal, bad roasting attention seekers. Guys. I'm gonna roast you on some real shit, which is your shit. I'm gonna roast you on your shit. I don't make up no shit. I'm gonna roast you on your shit. So, a lot of people just can't deal with, I guess, my personality and the way that I am. I find it funny, though. I be cracking up at these people, y'all. I be like, Lord, like Ty, for instance, right? I don't know. There was a rebuttal. I'm getting back to Nisi Modo, right? But I got to talk about them as they come because I'm drinking right now. So, we're going to talk about Randa's Live. We're going to talk about Ty. We're going to talk about... I didn't want to do R. Kelly. I just wanted to bring that up about Heather Williams. So let's lay that to rest and see how that's going to play out in the course. Yeah, if they pay your bills, all that stuff. They want to know all this shit, right? And we're going to do Catfish because I'm going to tell you where she told you guys where she got angry at, right? And I told you guys... 2 PowerPoints of where it came from. Not like that I give a fuck, but because I saw the audience saying that, well, I wish Pap would respond, or Pap hasn't said anything and blah blah blah. So no, let me go back up. You drink your cranberry juice, girl. You drinking cranberry, you better put some Absolute in there. You want some? You just need to spike it with a little bit Absolute, honey. You gonna be right on. Put you about 4 cubes in it. You gonna sleep so good. And you gonna be out here laughing with me. Yes, you are. So, let me see. Who should we start with? What do y'all want me to start? Pick one. I'm gonna give you the Catfish. I'll give you a little bit. Renissimo asked about what happened the other night. So, maybe we should start with Ratchet Rand. So, a posting went up, Nisimo, about this bonnet thing, right? Bonnet. And the bonnet was, I don't know, because I know my daughter has them. She got them Chanel bonnets. I think I might have one or two, but you know me, girl. Hair, let me see, how should I put this? It's part of a standard, with the female. But baby, when I go to sleep, I'm gonna fuck about no damn hair. I'm gonna get up in the morning and kind of do something to it, So I'm not this. I don't sleep like this, And I'd be knocked out. I gets mine. You understand? So somehow, it's I got the long hair thing, but every time it comes on, it's always stuffed and cuffed and buffed up under something, right? You never really get to really see it blowed out like the Rapunzel, down to the ass. You don't ever see the hair flip. You don't see none of that. It's just always just stuffed, cuffed, and buffed. I don't know. Well, Randa did a show, right? And she had us over there, Niecy Mo. When I tell you, I had laughed for 2 days on. It was about a bonnet, okay? And we know you wear yours, Niecy Mo. You've been coming on here with yours, so yours ain't no big old deal right now, right? But so, her and Randa got something going on. Randa was trying to explain to her about the madness with the thing about the JoJo thing, right? Everybody should have been figured that shit out by now. If you can only explain it so many times, and then it starts to sound like gibberish to a lot of people, right? Like it does to me, because it doesn't matter. The rebuttal is going to come back and has to have her win-win on it, so run with the motherfucking win, go on with the win, run with it, I don't give a fuck, whatever that was, right? But Niecy, she had us ladies over there in some serious tears, and it was a moment where you didn't feel the anger, you didn't feel like definitely fighting words or nothing, right? It was just all laughter, whatever. Though, Mocha Duchess got called out in that live though. She called out Mocha Duchess, and they always put their disclaimer up too. They be like, if you say something in this chat or whatever, you gonna be on the hit list. And I believe it ended up being Mocha Duchess out of the group, but I just laughed at it. But Randa comes back, baby, and with her bonnet on, and had it tilted, flipped it, posing it, side view, duck lips, everything. And I'm like, OMG. And when I tell you that Randa, if you haven't visited my community page, I swear put up almost an identical, not saying that in a bad way, but the pose was dead all right. High Maintenance was the narrator, she's going and and things like that, and we really had a good time. However, apparently they have their little shakedown going on, right? Something involving something of the CPS. I'm not sure because I probably wasn't following that, in depth like that. But I guess it was some people or book them or whatever, and it's sought out, and people come out to investigate Randa, the Child Protective Services, and blah, blah, blah. Randa puts a post up where it clearly says something about where the mentioning of her child's school was at and things like that. In case you guys haven't noticed, she did work her way around, not agreeing that, yeah, I put that up. Okay, well, how would you know how to put up the children's, her son's schooling and stuff? So it's kind of some questions that Randa was asking, and she was kind of getting the runaround about it, right? Because the defense was on attack. When the defense is on attack like that, the selective hearing comes in, and they're only going to respond to what it is that their anger emotions, that little antenna there. See, they hear that part, and this is where the anger comes up that allows them to respond selectively to what they choose to respond to out of anger. And it's crazy. They gonna dismiss the whole 80% of it, and they gonna target right in on one part. Well, that one part was about the inquiry, right? So Randa was trying to make her point about, does it still make her involved in something that she probably should have not been involved in? She initiated herself into something, and something of her instincts because of her credentials told her, well, oh, I just want to see if this is true. So, with Randa trying to make her point, and then her trying to make her point about being a person that can do certain things because I was just nosy and I want to know, and I can pull it. Does it make it right? Does it make it right? And I think that that's what a lot of people was leaning towards to. Does it make it right about being nosy, having those credentials to do so, and then attempting to do so on something that wasn't your business? That's what, like, what, why? Even though that we're nosy, because we all can be nosy, but do you go? I'm baby, I'm breaking down. I'm breaking down, girl. I'm gonna break it down. Does it? That's the question. What prompt a person to want to be nosy because you have the credentials and as they say, to do so? Why? I was, when I finally started hearing what they were arguing about, this CPS thing and the Bookham and the da-da-da-da, I was just listening into it, like, oh, oh, oh. Not once did I ever want, I don't want no shit. What I want to know is what is being said right here on the screens. I don't need to go take it no extra further, no matter how much credentials that I have. And I think that that was the point that Randa was trying to make. That's my opinion, humbly. I really do. What place was it? But here was the rebuttal for this, right? Well, that wasn't a fight, and there was some shit between them two, and I just want to know if it was true. Again, and I don't mean to be getting all up into no stuff. Who in the fuck brought out a goddamn liar detective? Who appointed this person to put in office under the umbrella over here? Who nominated? Don't be shy. Raise your hand if you nominated it. Raise your hand if you put this person in office to say, well, yep, you're going to be the fact checker. You're going to be calling out everybody's shit, and you're going to go check. Who did that shit? Who did that? I didn't see the ballot. I didn't get the ballot. I didn't see that ballot come across these streets out here. So I don't know. And I think that that's what Randa, in my opinion, was the point that she was trying to make. But of course, it got thrown all into all that extra sauce and shit that's on there. What makes a person want to do that? I don't want to do it. As they say, if it's not your fight, you just gotta just get your binoculars and your popcorn on and hold yourself back from jumping in it. I called it abuse of privileges, and I'm gonna stand on that. That's what I call it. I don't care what it is that you have obtained from your job to allow you to do something. It's when do you do it? How do you do it? What are you doing it for? What? Why? Why? So I think that that's her point, and that's what kind of pissed her off. Like, who are you? Why? Well, I guess there's going to be a part 2 to Randa, because she been dropping some stuff out here, y'all. I'm like, ooh, it's going to be some more. She got somebody booty up in there. She got somebody got their bankruptcy. She got somebody, I don't know. But like I say, that's their fight. And I'm going to be here for it, cracking the fuck up. I am going to be here cracking the fuck up, y'all. I'll be like, ooh, chat. Ooh, child, drinking on this Snoop. Ooh, child. I can't wait till she drop it though, y'all. Well, Randa kept saying that it was never about a Pap and a Joe. We're gonna get to answering because a lot of you guys were saying, "Well, I wish Pap would, was watching this, or Pap is seeing this, and blah blah blah." I told you guys a story about where I thought that this stuff took a turn, right? And I mentioned to you guys about me speaking about the Dr. Rice book, not knowing her. It's taken me forever to find this goddamn video. People are telling me it's about a year ago, it's about 2 years ago. Hey, beauty, hey, love. So I literally have to go through every freaking video, fast forward it backwards to find this panel that I had. I do remember, I think JoJo was on the panel. I remember when Randa popped up. I was speaking on races, right? Colors. And I believe I mentioned Randa's name saying that, she's a white girl. Now, Catfish is over there saying she's a white girl. Oh, yellow girl. Y'all hear her over there? I'm like, wait a minute. Did you look that up too? I'm just saying. Right? Knowing that things have been reconciled. Miranda came on the panel and said that she wasn't. Out of her mouth. She broke it down to me and the people that was over here on that live about, her color, which she didn't have to. But what she was doing was addressing me. Shed a few tears, and I had to take a moment back, right? Because I'm saying to myself, "Whoa, this color stuff meant a lot to her." So why would I continue on with that? It was whatever she wanted me to call and to stop doing, and I respected that. You understand? There's no need. It's just like with anybody saying, "Well, you a white bitch, you a white bitch." Now I'm gonna come to you and let you know, no. Hey, my parent is this, and my mom, my mom is this, or my dad is that, and this makes me this, and this and that, and this is what I want you to tell me that, or call me that. I'm a black girl, then call me a black girl, and that's what Randa got from me. We were done. I wasn't paying attention at the time. I don't believe in the chat, but I did hit the admit button for this person to come on. Didn't know who it was. This is inviting people on. Thought I'll establish panels. Well, that didn't go too well because a lot of people doesn't come on the panel, and I'm not anymore pressed about having a panel because after seeing the way the toxic catfish panel turned out and other people channels, I was like, I'm very careful now about coming on people coming on the panel. And so it's not that easy to get on the panel over here at all. It's not that easy anymore. But I remember that part. Next thing I know, I remember probably sitting like this because it ended up being her and Randa on the panel. So apparently they had some type of beef or something going on across the street that I wasn't aware of. That was pretty much it. She fell back into the chat. I remember her saying, my apologies or something, because I'm reading it or whatever. And that was the end of that. But then I did the commentary about the Dr. Rice thing. And then, I saw somewhere where she, did her commentary or something about how dumb or stupid or something or whatever. She just went straight into making mockery about it. And I reacted. So I came back. That was that. Once I tied my gym shoes up, y'all, I'm a whole different goddamn person. I'm no different than a bunch of you guys. I'm like, yeah, I have to go. I'm gonna get my phone, sugar baby. So give me a second. Let me have my baby bring the phone downstairs. But yeah, I remember that. And I'm thinking, well, wow, she doesn't even know, just because I said something about a book and how, oh my God, if you guys can agree or disagree. Well, Dr. Rice, you can tell that, oh, he's going to have some words or whatever, because he said his book was going to be very intensifying, right? And you know, a very high level of intellectual words and things. I'm not a word brainiest, you know, to that level. So what do you do when you know that this man might be putting out something that I'm going to have to pull this book with? I have to pull a dictionary out on this one. It's some words up in here, and so that I can understand the context. That wasn't cool enough, you know, for her, right? So she goes back to her channel, and I became all type of dumbasses, and I mean laughed her ass off or whatever. So yeah, I tied my gym shoes up, and I went after her for making mockery about what I said. And you want to talk about respect, or I'm not into no mess, and I didn't come out here for this shit, and I'm not gonna, you know, all that shit in the aftermath, you know, in the aftermath. But you did it. So if she was this high standard woman, you know what I'm saying, and visiting the channel, to leave the channel, and to make mockery of something that I said, with all due respect, I had to come back and tap that ass. That was just that. You don't get to try to shame me. We're all human beings, and we all will have a particular flaw out here, right? It's those that have it and become too fucking embarrassing or too good to actually admit that you may have them, and then get caught up in your shit. You see? So it went from there. This is where she told, allegedly, her truth on this JoJo show, right? When she came up with Randa and High Maintenance on there. And she said that the way it ended up being about one pap and a man was when I said, let me show, look at the comparison, okay? Follow me, you guys. She said that when I told JoJo that he's the author of confusion, she said he's an author of confusion. Now, mind you, I didn't tell either one of them nothing. I said it on my channel. I don't deal with the author of confusion. Could have been either or, you know, give or take, whatever. Could have been either or. Oh shit. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Give me a second. I'm trying to call Dakota to get my phone. So she says that when I said that, how the hell she got voicemail on me? She better get off the damn phone. But when she said that, when I said that, this is what she told JoJo's panel with High Maintenance and Cutter. Bree, go look at my purse on Ted's cage and bring me my other phone out of there, please. Thank you, babe. So she says that she says that when I said that he was the author of confusion, he was the author of confusion. That's what she said. Now, I'm gonna need you guys to answer me this. If I had said this to him, what again prompt her to jump into the middle of what she said that I allegedly said to JoJo? If I said it to JoJo, then what the fuck did it have to do with her to cause the drama about some goddamn careful the man stuff? What? So thank you, babe. So in reality, she still brought that bullshit out here, intertwining, keeping up a bunch of stuff because of something she chose to do. She didn't have to get in the middle of that, no matter how I felt or what I said to JoJo. Now, I'm going to bag this back down memory lane. I, just for a minute. Just for a minute, right? She didn't have to do that, right? And then after she had learned that I said I don't do author of confusion, I've been calling the channel toxic ever since the panel had kicked off, right? Because I guess I did not like to see your color, our color, going at it like this. And she didn't have a problem. A woman who says that I don't like to be in the midst of stuff, I don't want to be in the middle of things, and yada yada yada. But sit back and watch your people chop each other's head off. That ain't my type of style. Mediating is what I like to do. Me to have peace amongst each other, right? And she was telling people, I ain't got nothing to do with that. And they on the channel, and she say something to him, and she say something to her, but they can't have that type of chopping blocks with each other if you didn't open up that type of panel for them to have. You understand what I'm saying? So that there caused a lot of people out here to not like each other. You didn't like each other when you left that woman's panel. I seen people come through there and call everybody all kind of names and gonna do this and do that. And right now, today, these people cannot reconcile because so many harsh, terrible things was created and said on that channel. So you have to look at that channel as being demonic or being the channel that caused a lot of people to separate from each other. You know? It gave it a panel to open up for, I guess, people to express their true feelings about each other, but it caused a lot of hate. Since I did not like it, I had no intentions ever. And I was saying it off the bat, that shit toxic. Toxic as hell. Toxic as hell. No way they want a part of it. But when she's mentioned that part over on JoJo's channel with High Maintenance and Randa up there came out, it was because she the one said that she didn't want to deal with the author of confusion. And I ask again, what did that have to do with her? Now I'm going to take you guys back down. You remember the live that I've done with Beautiful called me up, Beautiful and Queen, said, hey, you want to do a live? You women are doing all of this stuff. Let's see if we can patch this stuff up and woo woo woo. But it was too far gone. Beautiful and Queen knows me too. Okay? She knows when I'm speaking. Never lied to her. None of that stuff, right? So I told her the truth and the whole truth. If you're going to do a live, it's on her show. I'm going to do anything. I'm going to rock with Beautiful and Queen. And I told her, now you know I'm going to act a goddamn fool on that show, right? But what you guys don't know, and it's time for it to come out, is that she was already liking JoJo very much, okay? And I know that for a fact, okay? So when we was having the ladies' night, she may have been in the bushes or whatever, right? When this did not have to be a problem about a man because those ladies' nights, however, wasn't real at all. But you could have came on and introduced yourself like a lady and said, "Oh, I like to really get to know him." Could have done that shit, right? But it was all what I believe was her little game plan. Somewhere it was in her brain to do what she came out to do, right? Assuming that there was something because of the way we talked or because of the way I dressed on the channel or because of the way the responses were coming out. It was ladies' night, right? Having fun, kicking it. So she had to make sure by keeping up all of this stuff that there was no pap. Scorn woman. Scorn, right? But I know for a fact that she did like him. Long before this, all of this stuff that you guys are seeing. And I just can't put that all the way out here. But I know for a fact, oh my mama, may God strike her down. Today, it's a fact. But instead of her just doing it and joining the show, she had to go make some big old show out of it, right? Showing her black natural damn ass about a damn man. Randa is absolutely correct, and most of you guys are correct. The show was the show. It was never nothing about that. She made it all about what you guys have been watching on her display all of this time. And here's how you'll know where there's more facts to it, right? Because you guys just got done watching the episodes of the motherfucker. And I couldn't, don't get me wrong, because people have those type of relationships. And only those two people can understand, those type of relationships. Me, I don't. I don't relate to no shit like that. Had no shit like that. But it is what it is. But, you blocked, and you blocked, and you blocked. This is what she showed her people over there. Especially the one lady who was really riding with her. I think her name was the Hell or something, right? I'm pretty sure that she was really trying to rock and ride, right? She probably is not gone anywhere, but I'm pretty sure her mouth fell open and her eyebrows raised up like, to come around and turn around and be like back in the same freaking seat that you just allegedly put in your sub's mind that, no way. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely right. So, it was crazy, y'all. Yeah, okay. It was crazy. It was crazy, man. When, you got people sitting out here watching, people knowing and things like that. And as she sat up there and kind of kept it going, it just became even more funnier to me. More funnier to me. I'm like, this woman a trip. But today, it clearly validates the thirst of a man off of internets. It does. It validates it, man. It validates it. All of that damn shit show is what I'll call it, right? Ended up back to square one. Square one. Wrench and all. Oh, that fuck you. See, I stood mine. Done. I ain't do toxic shit. You say you a pass. You go pass. You so silly. Oh, pretty. Thank you, girl. I'm just vibing with the crowd. That's it. I'm just vibing, and doing some grown folks, girl. Some Snoop Dogg. And popping my twizzlers, girl. So, I always asked, was it really worth it? When it was a link to hit. I guess maybe You know, maybe she didn't want to pop on right away so it wouldn't be obvious. I don't know. I don't know. But was it all avoidable? Hell yeah. Shit was all avoidable. But I think if you think like a woman, you do what you think may be necessary to make sure that there isn't another woman. Cause all kind of chaos. You know, all the goddamn name calling or whatever and all of this stuff. It was crazy as hell. And I was sitting here like, what? You mean to tell me that coming on YouTube, it, I had to come on YouTube to be with somebody at my age with 3 kids? Come on now. What's going on, Dip Dip? Shit was funny. Everybody had fun with it, you know, give or take. Pretty much everybody. I was on her part of what she was pressed and trying to do. The laugh is stop. And at the end of the day, I was over here laughing my ass off. Just crack. I mean, this woman literally cracked me up every time she would hit that line. And a cha-cha, and a cha-cha, and a cha-cha. You know, she says things out there as she would think can be one of her trigger points. You know, uh, with, well, we went to the Cancun. You know, or we're going on a Disney cruise, or we just flew on the jet. Oh, we went shopping 3 days. She throw all that type of shit out there. And I'm sitting up here like, who the fuck is the fuck? You know what I'm saying? What is all that for? All that goddamn fictitious ass show and tell. To come to find out that she's still coming out the door with a car that don't start. Uh, like, why? Why fake it until you make it? Why? Sometimes life it is what it is. You get the curveball that is thrown with you. That's it. Pretty much. What you need, babe? Okay. That's all you need?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Pretty, I mean, if you'd have watched this stuff from beginning to end, girl, you'll have more tears filled up than that, honey. But when the cookie crumbles, right, you ask yourself now, who looks the more stupider with that darn idiotic act that was going on, you know? And I kept telling a man, a what? First it was, you know, it was this, and I'm telling you what it is. And then you go on a show now and tell the people that because I said it was the author of confusion. And that made you act the way that you act. Or she had to show her defense for her man. You don't get to say nothing about my. Maybe that's what triggered it. I don't know. Maybe she had to stand. I don't know what it was, pretty. I don't know. But that's all I said. And that's what she said on JoJo's channel. Well, no, it was when she said something about he was the author of confusion. Well, if I said it to him, then that was between him and I. So is she implying that that's when I jumped in? That's when I had to say something? This is when I implemented my whole thing about the man and the woman thing? And I just kept going on and on and on and on and on every goddamn day. So, you know, Randa is absolutely right. And a lot of you guys are right. You guys are right. And for the record, I can say this. If it was my man, what made her think that she would have been able to carry on the way that she do with my man? If it was my man, what makes her think that you'd have caught him dead on that channel? What? He wouldn't have been able to go over there. Absolutely not. No. Mm-mm. Nope. So, that's where you guys have all of that crippity crap, now I ain't going still with the little subliminal name callers. I ain't going back and forth with no drunk or mental illness. Everybody got mental illness. No wolf or no animals. I be over here cracking up. Who the fuck she talking to her motherfucking self? Girl, set your Pelican Bay ass up. I'm over here like, what? Yeah. It ain't going back and forth. This y'all fault. Y'all hired the goddamn liar detective out here. Feel like she got to go check and see who telling her the truth or who not. Like, who owes her some shit? I'm just asking, who owes her anything? Who knows her that well enough to even tell her the truth or the fact? Who? I didn't owe her shit. If I want to lie tomorrow and Sunday and Monday to her ass, I can do so. I don't know you. I tell what the fuck I want to tell. But she had to go check. That's a lie. That's a lie. And that's a lie. You're not but a liar. And you're a liar. You're a liar. Oh, the fucking president done lied to your ass. You ain't done shit to him. She want to kill everybody out here about lying. Y'all better not be telling no lies. And I got receipts. And you said you knew her Kelly. Boy, she ran that shit for about a month, boy. I was cracking up. You better not let no shit come out wrong, boy. She gonna hold that shit over your head like a halo. You said you knew R. Kelly. You said you knew R. Kelly. Ah, get the fuck over it. Already. Get over it already. What's your point about pressing that shit? Have you seen me with him? Am I on any of his songs? Do you see me in any other write-ups? Then, bitch, by that time you should have figured that shit out to stop saying that shit. It's obviously I don't know the nigga. She was. Now, that's a person that's trying to find it. I mean, listening closely. And she will write that shit down like Bookham do over there. I'm going to use this against her. And what's that going to get you? Nothing. What's funny? I was cracking up. Here she go again. Wait for it. You said you knew R. Kelly. Oh, well. Sue me. Be like Snoop Dogg kicking in. Sue me, bitch. I don't give a fuck. I ain't seen me in shit. No art, no nothing. Because it came out the wrong way. I'm still on cup one. I'm still on cup one. Oh my God, boy. She had fun with that shit, girl. I was over here like this bitch here. How many times you gonna repeat some shit that I know ain't true? How many times? What award do you want from that shit? Shit was funny. It was funny though, y'all. You say you're what? You're in one of the shows? Yeah, right. I'm on the stage about some slow grind. That was me. That was me, Catfish. Slow grind. I was in the bump and grind video, girl. I'm in the I'm in that one too, girl. I don't know. Shit was funny though. Now it's the whole lying thing, the inquiry thing about this about Randa and shit like that, boy. And she get pressed. I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. I can do. Girl, go sit down. Go get that goddamn car started. Who the fuck cares about what the fuck you can do? All these threats. I can do. I can do. Abuse of credentials. Allegedly. I don't know. According to some shit Randall coming back with, some of them credentials ain't sitting tight. Hey, I don't know that to be true. I'm just waiting on it with my popcorn. I don't know. But girl, you better, I'm gonna be double loaded with popcorn over here, honey. I don't know. You say, if she said, girl, you ain't seen nothing, honey, but the arm and the legs. Come on now. The arm is in the leg. She think all y'all gonna be stealing her stuff, so she ain't showing y'all nothing. Nothing. You ain't getting nothing but squeaky doors and the from a goddamn pop and some That's what you're gonna get. Yeah. Now I'm gonna tell you though, for real though. Normally when you this is what okay, let me scratch that. This is what kills me. Now you will have all these big old celebrities, right? They done showed you all through R. Kelly Holmes. He's still alive. You done seen Kanye West home. You done seen name some more of the top celebrities out there. They done showed you all they shit. All the cars, Trey Songz, Mario. You done seen them all. But yet then we are over here with nothing ass people, just regular people, right? Like us. And these motherfuckers were like, I ain't showing you my alcohol, and you ain't come to kill hurt me. Now, ain't nobody done went and harmed all them big ass celebrities with all they shit pasted all over fucking internet, social media. But these people come on here and tell you, you ain't finna come and harm me. I be like, what the fuck? When you want to go to the big people and you know, steal a lamp or some shit, what the hell would, I don't know, you know, is it middle class? Almost middle class people gonna do with the middle class. I don't know, y'all. But they be like, I don't live in fear. I don't feel like I have to live in fear. You know what I mean? I feel like I don't do anything for people to harm me. However, you don't let your guards down. But I also feel like, well, I'm on social media. It's okay. You can see my door. I had all y'all put a one in the chat in my bedroom. Remember that shit? How many of y'all sat in my bedroom with me? How many of y'all sat in my bedroom? But because the imaginary stuff wasn't visible. That's fucked up, boy. I'm strategic like a motherfucker. Do y'all know how hard it was to be? Oh, not that hard, but being strategic. You just have to be strategic. You know, you understand what I'm saying? I knew what I was getting myself into when I left my car. I knew what I was getting myself into. So you got to watch, as they say when you're at home and your mom said, watch your surroundings. How many of y'all watch your surroundings when you're out? Well, it's the same rule that applied on YouTube. You got to watch your surroundings. So it was nothing to push something over here, shove something up there. It was absolutely nothing until I noticed that, hey, I got the same people. And the same people comes and they vibe with me. I don't know anything about you guys' bedroom or your basements or none of that stuff. But I got comfortable with you guys. And then the things that I do share and I show, what the fuck you finna come and steal my washer and dryer? Where you gonna come and dig up the grass out the backyard? I show you nothing to absolutely want to come and harm and hurt me. Well, I live like normal people, like everybody else do. I ain't Michael Jordan, you know. I ain't those people, you know. So it was nothing. But these regular people on the YouTube streets will tell you that, you ain't coming to steal my shit. You ain't coming to... For what? The same goddamn lamp you got, everybody else got, came from At Home or Good Homes or whatever the fucking store is. TJ Maxx and all that shit. They over there like they really shopping top market shit. No, you ain't. No, you ain't. I seen them 12 TVs. And that 12 TVs and 50 sunglasses and 80 goddamn knockoff purses tells me that's some sign of boosting. Well, that's some resale shit. So we know we can get those at a good decent price, about $100 for a 46-inch. I'm just saying, like the signs like were really there. What the fuck is you got 50 shades for? What the fuck? Who the fuck goes and buy a bulk of shades and then line them all up on the bed for you to see? A booster. A booster. That means call me up. Let me know what pair you might want. We saw Beautiful Home. Y'all remember? We saw Beautiful Home. What is Beautiful doing? Still alive, still living life, and enjoying life. We saw her home. But see, those are good, honest people, not out here for people to do harm. When people got to tell you that I don't want you to see this, you don't see that, I don't want you in my stuff, like who's finna risk their? Well, some people will, I guess, coming and breaking in. Why? Because it's a possibility that you're gonna get caught. So now you want to go to jail? I got cameras all around here. I feel okay. And when I'm not here, they're on here. I can see it. I can see all at the store. I can see it at work. I can see everything around this home when I'm at work. I just log on, check it out. It buzzes. Bzz. We got action. Who's at the door? Bzz. Bzz. I see the mailman when he come. I see the people when they walking their dog. I see the FedEx truck drives by. Sometimes I be wanting to shut it off. So I don't know. So what you say, pretty? You watch the shit? Are they trying to deport a woman? Oh my God. You going live? We can't wait, girl. Bring it on. Bring it on. Because we still support. I still support my beautiful. I waits for her to come on all the time. But I know she's having her new baby and enjoying that right now. So, give it some time. Woo, Janet. I be so sick of this darn motion, girl. It don't make no sense. But they're here to protect my home. But I don't want anybody, because I've invited people in to make me as a target. I didn't come out here for that, So I don't know, but it was funny though. Who the hell was that put in there to my a duster in not a duster, a moo or whatever it was, over in the Florida degrees weather? I don't know. Somebody said that. It was funny as hell. However, I always said, when they lay it to rest, or when she lays to rest, I would lay it to rest. Because I'm a grown ass woman. I know how to throw shit away, put it in the garbage disposal. I ain't studying that stuff. I really wasn't, but as long as she had carried it on, it was just going to be a show out here. Now, it's over there. And I've been saying, leave it alone. That's not what it is. But somehow it became just part of her yearly, it was about a year, right? About a year. YouTube. And mommy. All that goddamn Harpo and bullshit. Sealy and Harpo. I don't know fuck about that shit. You say you would be going home next week. The 15th, right? Did you say the 15th? Coda's homecoming is the 15th, I believe. You said the 15th, girl. We are so happy that... And you know what, Miss Denise? You have healed up through all of this YouTube stuff to come home. How do you feel about that? You actually been able to keep high spirits, your laughter through all of this craziness, waiting on that day to happen. 7 months. Girl, look at you. Look at you. You better not never forget about me, because I won't forget about you. No. You've been out here rehabilitating to come home through all of this stuff. This is crazy, right? At least we could look. We kept you laughing, girl. We kept you laughing out here. We sure did. So, but what else did I want to talk about? Oh, let me drop the phone. I forgot. What's the phone? What's the phone number? Put the phone number in there for you. Because you guys can call in, talk about me. I don't care. 239 11. I can't think of the damn number. 23907. Oh, I wonder if that's the right number. Harlem will correct it if it's not 2390765. Yeah. So y'all can call, talk about me, do whatever. My show, as I stated and I keep saying, I came out here with my shits and giggles about the shit that Bookham says. I don't do it in a harmful way. I'm not doing it to take away his job and shit. I thought his ass coming on here with the fucking damn walkie-talkie and shit, and he on live and shit was funny. So I can't help that people don't like my commentary, and I'm okay with that. You know, I'm okay with that. Everybody's different. Everybody has their own different vibe and stuff out here. Now, the whole tie situation, right? I think a rebuttal came back about the old people, say something about somebody that is handicapped. And all of you guys know that I have a disabled grandson, okay, who I cherish. Cherish. You say your birthday is on the 20th. What's the 20th? That better be a Saturday, girl, so we can come on and celebrate. You're coming home and your birthday. I gotta look at my one thing I don't have is a damn calendar. Hang it up. She says your birthday is on the 20th. Shout out to you for your birthday, girl. So, right? Everybody knows that Keandre has a disability, right? Keandre has had 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to say about 5. Is it 5 surgeries? Heart surgeries, blood clots, everything. Been through it. So all that disability stuff, I understand that. Okay. Okay. I have disability tags. My grandson. So.
Hello.
Hi.
Thank you for letting us stay over here.
Oh, you're welcome. No problem. I'm on my live though.
Okay.
All right. I'll be up in a minute. Get y'all settled in. Your mom done came. Oh, she done went and picked you up and came back.
Yes.
Okay. So I have guests, y'all. So tonight, tomorrow, a couple of days. So, but anyways, right? So as I'm listening to Ty's defense on a channel, just for a split second, right? And I'm listening to, I don't know whether if it's to call it anger or just a rebuttal. And the rebuttal started pinpointing out old people, old people, old people, old people, right? They want to address, this is double standards, right? Double standards. And I don't even know if they realize that you're double standard right now. It has nothing to do whether if a person is old or disabled or none of that. The point was that in when a person comes back to rebuttal to some things that has calculated, and I mean it was calculating, right? On everybody's channel. And I'm gonna speak about me per se, right? I'm reading these chats. Are they not reading? Are they not seeing her saying, well, this about the hair or this about the teeth or whatever? How could you not? How could you miss what she's creating? How? I can't understand that. It's in there. It's in all up and down the chat. It's either something about Pap or something about this person or something about that person, right? But then when the rebuttal comes back and the person happens to be of age, we're just only going to target about, don't the older people know better? Don't the older people know this? Don't the older people, and you talking about a wheelchair or this or this or that? Well, don't you know that she say some things that the older people found a way to rebuttal back to the nonsense? You ain't going to correct her behavior by saying, we're not doing that in this chat. We ain't finna, we don't want those problems over here. They don't do that. They want to throw this all back into the bundle of someone being disabled. That's not what this was all about. Now that she brought it to the forefront, some people's defense may be that way. Like I said, roll around. I did say that. Roll around. Where's the lie at? So she should not be in her feelings about that if technically you are rolling around. I'm not going to say, well, roll around and I hope you roll out there or get hit by a truck or da 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 da. No, we ain't going to do that. It's, it's the double standards for me. You can't develop anger for one side and not both. You know? Oh shit, hold on, I gotta disconnect this. Welcome to the Pap Show. Go ahead, you on the line.
She knows she is.
What? What's so funny?
I'm listening to what you're just saying, so I'm trying to get a clear understanding because I was on your live when you was talking about the Betty.
I was talking about who, babe?
The old Betty.
Oh, Betty?
Yeah, the Betty that's in the wheelchair.
Oh, okay. So, like I said, when they go live, she's usually the messenger, you know, and she types it in their chats, in all of them. Well, so-and-so said this. So-and-so said that. Oh, I have that link. So-and-so said this. Yep, she said that. So she's the messenger, okay, in the bottom. She takes it around to her people. So it's okay for her to do that. But if someone like me is deciding to watch the chat like they do over here, right? And all I'm seeing is a one pap and a one pap with the derogatory names to it, right?
And as well as myself, that's why I called.
I've been letting it go on for some time. Well, you know what? It was just, I guess, her lucky night. So I decided to do, shut the F up. Stop it. You're a messenger bottle. So as I was doing so, of course, now you got where you'll get some of the chat people that feels like that they're joining in. And I think that the ones that do join in may be the ones that was also talked about at some aspect, somewhere. So the rebuttal back that I got was old people should find something to do. Old people should do this. How could people sit up and talk about people with disability? But yet then you want to correct the old people, but you're not correcting the behavior of the person that helps create the issue.
Of the supposedly disability.
Right. So it's double standards for me. I can't, which is the point that I made, I believe, when LaKendra came back with her show. Allowing someone to trigger your anger by messenger, you have to go get the whole story. First of all, ask, is there anything that the messenger did to have this counter reaction? What did you say? Did you say anything? They don't want to hear that part of it. They don't give two craps about it. I don't understand that. Second of all,
you can dish it, but you can't get it. You can't receive it.
Nope.
We're gonna see who's gonna receive it after these reports and all this information has all been tallied up and everything that's needed to get done regarding these people over there portraying to be a federal agent, and she's part of it.
Yeah. So many of them. You know what? I can honestly believe that a lot of inking, INKING, of allegations or opinions and stuff were written up on their behalf and just kind of sent everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Let's send this. And I was like, this is crazy. And
for you to send this mess, and then for you to even have the audacity to go into these chats and say the lamest things about people that you know nothing about, and you don't know me, and you don't know me, they don't know you, and you don't know Robert, but you got so much to say about this man, and to think that he don't have anybody out here that's going to defend him because he's not able to defend himself. You think that we're going to sit here and let you just scandalize his name and make him look like he's a nobody. And so because we're standing up for what we believe in, we're this and we're that in these chats that y'all can, whoever let y'all go into. And now that you created your own, you're going to just insert people wherever you want to insert them. So since you feel the need to do that, just get ready for the retaliation of what's going to come. Because just as it is good for the goose, it's good for the gander. Yeah. And if your ass is rolling around in that wheelchair, you're supposed to be in bed at a certain time, but you out here looking up people's information. I'm telling you, S. Clark gonna find your ass. I promise you. You do have a social worker that's going to, they're looking into your craziness because you ain't got no business out here doing the crap that you doing. You look up everybody else's stuff. Did you not think it was going to happen to you?
Honey said Exhibit 41. It's just unreal. This is so unreal. Like
calling the judge, calling the courts, calling everybody regarding the people that's out here supporting this man, and we've done nothing. Now you got other people that's tied and entangled in a they got a legal battle that they got to face, and Dubosky shouldn't have to be going through this nonsense. And I know they had something to do with these people crazy.
Yeah, it's like I said, this is unreal to me. This is so unreal. I cannot imagine this. I never thought that I would ever live the day to see a person going through this type of situation, but the
and he
level,
has a disability. So what's the problem? He got a disability.
Like I said, it's the level of the hatred thing. You know, I've never seen this. I've never seen this. This reminds me of the Martin Luther King days. Like they're the KKKs and you let's go shoot them dead. You know, that's kind of what.
But I just wonder, what would these same people do? Because I'm telling you what's going to happen, and I'm not telling you something that I think is going to happen, because time repeats itself.
Mm-hmm.
There is nothing new under the sun. Everything that we're dealing with now has been dealt with before. And so what we're trying to do is prevent, because there are some of us that do read. There's some of us that our parents did sit down and talk to us about, the things that they went through during time of slavery or what have you. They may have not gone through it to the extent of their grandparents or great-grandparents, but they talked to us about what they went through. And they really did not have to do a lot of talking. It's a lot that we can see on our own. But with that being said, I don't hate, because my best friend is white. I don't hate white people. I didn't understand this stuff regarding slavery until I moved into the city, and that's crazy because I'm from the country, and where I'm from, I didn't experience that. I didn't know what that looked like until I moved, like I said, to the city. But with that being said, the people, the minds and the level of people that I have dealt with on this YouTube stuff, it's beyond crazy. Because I would hear my parents telling me, oh no, you can't hang around that person. No, you can't be around that person. No, that person is not good for you. No, that person, no. And I didn't understand it then, but I understand it now just based upon looking and listening on this YouTube stream. My kids, if they were on this YouTube stream, I promise you, their mindset is nowhere near mine. They're not going to think. They're going to act. They're going to act and think later. That's just how they're makeup. These people don't realize you got family. I've got family. They're not where we are. Their minds don't function like ours. Where we have allowed things to just slide, I have family members that just not going to do that. they're not gonna think like that. They're gonna handle you. If you feel like you're bad, always remember there is somebody else out there badder than you. Just like this person didn't realize that some of us got family members all across the United States. Some of us have family members that work for S. Clark.
Mm-hmm.
Literally work, and I'm not talking about work for them. I'm talking about in management positions. Do you not realize what you're doing when you playing and toying with people's lives? Robert is known across the world, nationwide. He's loved nationwide. Just because a handful of you feel that he should be locked up in prison and the key thrown away, there is another million or so. The lady from Germany couldn't have said it any better. Another million or so people that is still fighting for this man. So that little bit that you think you're doing, you're not doing anything but putting yourselves in harm's way and making it bad for the person, as you stated, that can't do for themselves. If you are in a place where you know you shouldn't be doing this type of nonsense, I would suggest to you, for your friends that's not living on that level, to talk to you and tell you to not do that. Because you're going to get yourself caught up. And that's the level that this has gone to. This has gone to that level.
Well, I don't know who singled them out to think that they, the people that does the mark, what do you call it? The mark of death, mark of the beat. I don't know, but to me, that's the role that they decide to take on. But I also believe in, in karma. Touch not it. Touch not it. That's what I be saying. Touch not it. If you don't want no involvement.
I don't understand it. I really don't understand it. It's crazy. But these people don't see the level that they have taken this to. And I think that they might want to back up and just stop and say, you know what, let me change positions, because the position that I'm taking now, it may not be the right position as far as just throwing something out there on these people, and I don't even know anything about these people. I know what I think I know. I know what I pull up. You done Googled up. I know what it says on that, but I really don't know that person. Because remember, there is that part of that person's life that you pull up, and there is another part that you'll never see.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's something that they have to live with, unless we can just leave it at that. Like I say, we just leave it at that. I just watch him and just shake my head, be like, I mean, let me say this, because there's something else, and this is not been bothering me to that aspect, but something that I just kind of been wanting to say. Now, I watched quite a few of them with the encouraging of Azrael, leaving or whatever. It's good. Right? Let's talk about that for a second, because they was the ones, well, she should leave. She should do, don't be this, all the stuff, right, about this man. Okay. I actually went to check to see what was the one song, couple of songs that she called herself dropping, right? So I'm over here, I'm like, let me go and pull the billboards up. There's 3 or 4 categories of the billboards. Mind you that I don't see that song nowhere. In the top 100, nowhere. The top 200. Now, mind you that when I have people that is encouraging me or trying to show me that I should move in this direction, knowing that I really don't have shit. Do you know that I'm expecting for those people to help, like all the way to
financially,
everything? You explained to me, out of all of this helping that was encouraged from across the street, Ain't none of these people endorsed a big check or help
Well,
her.
let me say this
They just
here.
left her high and dry. That's it.
Well, remember, you had one that denied and said that, oh no, I didn't encourage her to leave. I didn't have nothing to do with it. I'm like, you a lie. You a lie. You did. You said it. Did you forget?
I remember that. And you mean to tell me that? And then looking at her, and she's young, right? And I'm thinking, now, hold up, huh? We know that it was probably not a 12-inch Air Force Ones. We probably know that you didn't eat the doo-doo and stuff like that, right? But you mean to tell me that you're okay with making up all of these things about a person that it was known to be a millionaire 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times, right? Over a bunch of people who is sitting, some of them in poverty, some of them
No, wait, no, you to
and
leave
can't
and
do
hoping that he would
shit for
accept
you.
them.
If you're going to push me, influence me, try to show me that, oh, and now I make a decision. I'm willing to, I'm going, the right person better be there. What, you finna help me get a house? You finna help me do this? You finna help? No, but I get it. They feel like that they saved someone from the allegations that she came out here and made against a person who they must have forgotten was riding and dying with this man for, what, 5 years?
Exactly.
For 5 years?
And remember, they said remember they said, okay, when the question was what statement was made, that they believed that, when she interviewed with Gayle King, they believed that she was really telling the truth. Okay, yes, I do believe that. Mm-hmm. Yes, I believe that. Okay, so if you believe that, I'm being, now you saying you believe that, you believe when she went to Gayle King the last time. Okay, now you can't believe everything. Now, one of them got to be true and one of them got to be false. Mm-hmm. Which one is false and which one is true? Mm-hmm. Because I do believe in my heart that the first interview was the truth. Yeah. That last interview that she did, that wasn't the truth. You came out there looking like I don't know what, and trying to present yourself in some kind of way. In what way, I don't know. But nobody is, even with Gayle. Gayle is not even paying you no attention.
Well,
just as you was grown saying that you don't talk about what goes on in your bedroom, you should have been saying, if I'm gonna leave my bedroom for you, what are you gonna take me out of this bedroom to?
What are you gonna exactly, and all, like I said, all of the voices that I'm hearing, I can literally say, you didn't do nothing for her. You didn't do nothing. You didn't do nothing. 5 years that she was with Mr. Kelly, looked like she was having the time of her life, eating good, shopping good, and out of all of those things, outside of these allegations that she said that Mr. Kelly may have done, none of these people, with the encouragement that they were helping her or whatever, didn't do a darn thing. Nothing. Music is not on one single chart out here. None.
Now let me say
Where is it?
I want y'all to know this here. See, they think, let's go back to the point when I said that some of us were made to read and some of us do read. Mm. And some of us, we do go look up certain things. Okay, remember when the parents said that she didn't even know any of R. Kelly's music, or she didn't even, yeah, that she didn't even care for R. Kelly's music. Okay, I went back to when she was 12. Mm-hmm. Girlfriend was put on the stage by Barry Hankerson.
I saw that.
To sing with Gladys Knight, mm-hmm. singing one of R. Kelly's songs. Mm-hmm. But you didn't know any of R. Kelly's music.
Yeah. I saw that. I saw that one there. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that one.
See, this is the part that I have to say, and I'm gonna say it how I feel. This is why Robert needs a publicist, someone that's gonna really seriously get downright and I mean downright do the to the extent that they did for Mr. Cosby. Everything that was done for Mr. Cosby, Robert needs the same thing, because the truth is out there. You just got to go get it.
Mm-hmm.
And we, the people of the community, we have done the bulk of the work. A lot of the work, the legwork, the investigation, and looking up this, pulling up this, and pulling up that, you you thought you had it hid, but it wasn't hid so far where you couldn't, because see, they didn't have time to go hide a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because that means that if they would have had time, a lot of stuff that we found, we wouldn't have been able to find. Like, I have to give it to Prima Donna. She pulled up something that, and this was, I think I had told you this here, it was like a year or so ago, that these people had certain names. Okay, it was their name, but you had other names behind other names, and they were actually in a conversation talking about this tape, how they was going to take money from Robert. That girl was able to capture all that information while they was on a live, literally live. She got that information, and I'm like, if she was able to get this information, why wasn't the people able to have this information to his attorneys? They were on there talking about what they were going to do, how it was going to happen, and how this was going to happen. Every plan that they was planning to do, it was on that live, but you had to go dig for it.
Mm-hmm.
You had to be computer literate to be able to get it, because you wasn't going to get it just by clicking on one thing and it was going to pop up. It wasn't going to pop up that way. They was behind the file, under different names.
Okay.
And she found it, and therefore it's a lot of stuff that would have cleared this man on a whole lot of stuff that these people out here lying about, and we know that they're lying about, but it doesn't even take that. When you get on the stand and literally tell the people you didn't take it to the police because they weren't going to give you $1 million,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on now. But and Azrael's story was never believable. Never, ever, ever. You couldn't even pay me to believe that story.
No, not at all. Zilchy, none.
You couldn't pay me to, but remember, the judge even said that she was going to impeach her and Geronda's story and Faith, because they was inconsistent with their story.
Mm-hmm.
But then she's had a snapback. Oh, that's the only reason that's the only way we're going to be able to convict him. But these people I don't understand it. I really don't. I don't know what acts they got to grind with Robert, but I know one thing that I can assure anybody, everybody under the sound of my voice, I'm telling you what God has to say. God done told you to touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. He meant that. Y'all messing with the wrong one. And I don't think just because it's in y'all mind it's R. Kelly, but you're not fighting R. Kelly. You're fighting the God in Robert Sylvester Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
It's not him, the man. It's the God in the man that you might want to be careful what you're dealing with, because woe unto you. And it ain't going to be karma. It's not going to be karma. It's not going to be karma. It's going to be what God has already said in his word that will happen to you. When he said touch not, he means touch not. Leave him alone. I will deal with him. That's not your place.
Well, at this point, I think that it's safe to say that they just like hearing themselves say it now. You know, like.
I mean, I don't give a crap if you like hearing
like,
yourself
what the
say it.
hell?
You might want to stop saying it
Stop
because
saying
I'm
mind
telling
your
you.
tongue, huh? Mind the tongue, but they don't.
Baby, I just feel sorry for you.
And everybody at some point always feel that they are untouchable until it happens. You know, like you guys, like we say, to you or your family member, because it doesn't have to be you.
It doesn't have to be you.
It doesn't have to be you. Mm-mm.
Your children, your children's children,
Yeah.
and your children's children. I'm telling you, either you can speak life or death into your own family, but I promise you, on everything I love, all I'm asking is that everybody, whether I like you, dislike you, my enemy, my friend, or whomever, if it's not anything good that you can say about this man, don't say anything at all. Just be quiet. I promise you, just be quiet.
Well, that was the best thing that and I hate to bring his name up, but Trent could have done. I'm sorry. He should have just went and sat and folded his hand and probably talked to a priest about it. That was pretty much it. Like, you really just, oh my God, I was like,
and
what?
the sad part about that situation, I walked with Trent. I did. I was in Chicago, and quite a few of us, me personally, as I tell y'all regarding, yes, we all have had our issues, our ups and it was like a family. We have our disappointments, our dislikes, or what have you. But at the end of the day, we deal with that among each other. But when it's time to go and do what we got to do, we put that to the side and we go take care of business. But when it gets to the point to where you have contradicted what you was out there on the forefront and leading this line, telling the people, that's what makes these other people look at us sideways and not believe a damn thing we have to say, because they feel like you didn't believe it. What makes you think we gonna believe what you saying? Whether you believe it or not, some things are best kept quiet than to say anything
at all.
Just shut up.
And I agree with Love Ball. When people do that, is what is the motive? What is the motive?
Yes.
What is the motive for that? I don't know. And then to put on a freaking attack, Papoose derailed what? I let that one go head on. Go have it your way, boy. I was like, I realized that sometimes ignorancy will say whatever. Say whatever you want.
I promise you, all I got to say is that you don't even have to worry about, because God will deal with that, because he said vengeance is mine. He said vengeance belongs to me, and he's going to deal with it accordingly. And I'm telling y'all what God loves. One thing you don't want is a true Christian to pray on you and tell God about you. Because I promise you, once I go to God and I'm telling God, I can't handle it, Lord. I need you to deal with it. You don't want God to. My children will tell you, Mama, don't pray on me. Please, Mama. Because every time you pray, something happens. But it's not because I'm so righteous. And it's not because I have done everything that is right. It's because I believe that God will do what he said he would do. He will fight my battles if I just be still. And that's what Robert is doing, being still. He's not saying anything. Don't ask him to say anything. He's not going to say anything, because he's going to be still and watch God work. But what we got to do as the people of the community, we got to raise the awareness and let the people know what you're doing to him It's not right, and we're not standing behind it. But standing behind it, we're not stamping it. We're not putting our John Doe on it. We're not doing any of that, because we know once we do that, that grandbaby that has a deficiency, Pap, you gotta leave here one day. That grandbaby will end up in one of them prison cells, and nobody will be there to fight for that grandbaby. Because remember, he's still a boy. Life is in the man. People wake up. They are going after our life. The life is in the man. It's never in the woman. It's in the man. So what way to take us up out of here is take our man.
I guess that's what they want then. I guess that's what they want. I don't truly
Then you
want
got
it
the
to
people
happen
across the
that
street.
way.
They okay with that because they
Yeah.
like licking on each other. I ain't that one.
I guess that's what they want. But then when if it happens, then it'll be a whole
No,
nother
it's
different
gonna
thing.
happen. You speaking it into existence. What comes out of your mouth is what's going. You're speaking what you desire to have to come into your space, into your peace. You speaking death into Robert's life. You speaking illness into this man's life. God done told you to touch not my anointed, do my prophet no harm. So what is that? What they call that ricochet. It's just a ricochet back to you, back to that son that you going to, you laying up there with, you're looking at your son laying there every day, sending your son out to school, not knowing whether or not your son is going to come home in good health or wake up with good health. You're putting something into your own family's life that you should not be.
Well, what do you say about the people that does not trust the word or believe in God?
Hey,
what
only
you say?
thing I can do is trust your inner being, and your inner being. We all have a conscience. We all have a conscience. You may not believe in God. You believe in something, and your conscience ought to tell you that's wrong. Your grandmother, great grandmother, your mother should have told you some right from wrong. And I promise you, at the end of the day, you don't have to believe in God. But every knee gonna bow and every tongue gonna confess that Jesus Christ is Lord. And I promise you, you stump your toe, you hit your hand, or something happened to your baby, the first thing you gonna do, oh God. You're gonna bow down, whether you want to or not.
Yeah, no, I'm a believer of that. So, yeah. You say you don't get mad, cooler thoughts from that anger. Amen, because I don't get, it takes so much to really get me out of my element. And I don't deal with circles of all of that anger or past judgment. And, on people, not my style. Can't do it. I love the feeling that I receive right now. And I know it's good, I don't want it.
Believe it or not, this stuff here on this YouTube, and that's why I didn't know what happened.
Who would have ever thought something like this would exist, though? Existable? Who? Like, who? For one man, who would have thought something like this would have come to pass?
As I posted in your chat earlier, I want the people that is supporting and fighting for the injustice of Robert. And the injustice of the law.
Yes.
I want y'all to understand one thing. The devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy.
Yeah.
So therefore, you don't know how she they are coming. But they are coming. That's their job. So don't ever think just because we're out here doing what we believe in that everybody believe in the same thing that we believe in. No, they come to kill, steal, and destroy. They come to distract. They come to disrupt. They come to point fingers. They come to get you out of your element. They come to disturb your peace. They come to get you to the point to where you locked up, where you are feeling like you can't get up the next morning, or you taking drugs. That's the devil's job. He's on his job. But we allow the enemy to come in and stir up in a way. And the enemy, we didn't know who the enemy were and is, because the enemy played both sides. The enemy was on the inside and the enemy was on the outside.
Yes. Yeah, I agree. No way around it. They were going to do it. They were in position to
That was their job. But our job was to stay focused and stand the test of time. And it was a test even for every one of us as believing in what we believe in. Believe you me, when Martin Luther King was marching, fighting, did y'all really believe that everybody was marching with this man believed in what he believed in? Hell to the no.
No, there was some.
He had a lot of inward fighting, outward fighting. He didn't know who the hell to fight. Even Muhammad, what's his name? Malcolm X. He didn't know who to trust. But the only one you can trust is Jesus. You can trust God, and I promise you, he's going to give you direction. He's going to give you what you need in this battle to fight, because this battle doesn't belong to us. It belongs to him. Every step we take, we got to still give him the glory. Before we go out and hit them streets and march and fight and go out in these streets and go on these YouTube streets, we've got to pray, watch, fight, and pray. Because that's the devil's job. They have set up everywhere they could possibly set up. But I promise you, one by one, they will all come tumbling down. Their little playhouse is gonna come tumbling down. It's coming down.
Some of them will try to scatter and hide, but that's not gonna help either. So
they don't, trust me, they will fall. Even giants fall. They're gonna fall. I've been saying since I heard it, because I wasn't there to witness it myself, because had I been there to witness it myself, y'all know how when I went to New York, I already said that was the baby, they knew where I stood, because I spoke it freely. I said this is a public lynching. And I've been saying it since I've been out here. This is a public lynching. And for me to hear that, only people can really get upset are the people that really pay taxes. And I'm one of those people. I have a problem with me paying taxes on someone getting a lifetime of Section 8. And you young enough to take your ass and go get a job. I had 2 kids, raising them by myself, with no Section 8, no nothing. No welfare, no nothing. Why you can't go get a job? Why do we have to pay for you to have a lifetime of Section 8? What did you put into the system to get a lifetime of Section 8? And you think I'm not gonna raise the issue? Oh yes, sweetheart, I am gonna raise the issue with every Republican that I can raise the issue to.
She'll be the first one out here going down in history for that. That was never.
Because you're not gonna make us look like
so
we some
unheard.
stupid, hungry better women, and all we gonna accept is some freaking Section 8.
Well,
Who's better than that?
and it should be more people up that was or is receiving Section 8 that it took them 8 to 10 years to even get on the roster or to even get a chance to get in one that already been had 8 to 10.
That's going to fight for this freaking country and come back home, and you can't even get no freaking housing. You can't get. Are y'all kidding me?
And we got homeless women out there with children that can't get in Section 8 that fast. Not like that.
I'm sorry, I got a whole problem with. That's my problem. Baby, if it's anything that touched the nerve, that one hit a nerve for me. When the amount of taxes that I gotta pay, oh no, baby, I need my money. I ain't paying no Section 8 for you. Better take your ass and go get a job like me. Since y'all claim that Robert looking for young women at McDonald's, take your ass to McDonald's. He ain't at McDonald's now.
Yeah, I'm just saying,
crazy.
can you
I'm
imagine
sorry,
how many single
I
mothers?
got a problem with that. All of Chicago should have been in an uproar. Lifetime of Section 8? Really?
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you paying taxes, and if you're looking at the gas prices, they steady going up now. So the more the gas go up, the more the taxes gonna go up. Come on, people.
I agree with Love Bubs. She said there's veterans who done served and can't get housing that darn fast from the government. Yeah.
But you get a housing to get on there and lie? Girl, where they do that at?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all think I'm not going to? Baby, let me tell y'all, Ted Cruz and every other Cruz gonna hear from me, I promise you. I want to know, how are y'all okay with this here?
Well, the ops were okay with it because this was something that was happening to a person who they created themselves to hate out of nowhere. But what if a sister or someone of their family come along and needs Section 8? They going on the waiting list for about 8 to what? No,
they gotta wait to get on the list. They gotta figure. They gotta be sitting there and waiting before they can even get on the list.
And you know what else is gonna happen? They're not gonna invite those people, those family members, into their home while they're waiting. They won't help them out. No, that's too much. They're gonna let them stay homeless right where they are. But they were okay for someone else to go above the waiting list and get right on in there because they want something of what they were opposing against. They were against this man. They didn't give a damn. Not knowing that it can affect them. Like you keep saying, everybody else, this can affect them.
If you paying taxes, it's gonna affect you.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming out whether they say Rashana Landfair or not on your check. When you get your check, it's not gonna say that. But I promise you, when it's time to file them taxes, only thing you gonna think about is a Rashana Landfair coming out of my taxes, out of my money to pay. Girl, bye. I wish I would.
Well,
you ain't worked long enough to put nothing in, girl. And I know you got a nigga laying up in there with you. He in there living, girl, baby, honey. No, baby, that's where it gets serious and deep for me. I'm sorry. When you hit my pocket, oh yeah, it's serious.
So you got some questions, huh?
Yeah, I have a whole lot of questions, and then we gonna go into this Heather Williams, boo. And before you get your money, how about we all standing in line to get our money first? Because remember, we paid money to go hear him in concert. You ain't getting nothing. We want our money first.
I'm just lost with the She wants a song. What she wants
Girl,
the
you
rights.
ain't, girl, go
The
get a
rights to
job.
what song? What can you be a little specific for me? What song? Why would you want the rights to his song, to a song? I'm confused with
Girl,
that.
why don't you get the rights to go get a job and take the other ones with you? And I promise y'all gonna feel a whole lot better. Go ask Summer. Summer is doing very well. She's not in nothing, not asking for nothing. The woman is doing very well. Can y'all hook us? Go get a job.
Girl, I read that. I'm like, you want the rights to a song? Wait a minute, you want a Grammy? What? I was like, oh my God, this is too much. Who suggested
And
that?
when did you come around? You don't even know when you came around. When did
Right.
you come around? Can you even remember that? Was it at a concert? Did he drop your number at the concert? Did he drop your number on the street? Y'all saw you walking down the street, told you to be in a show or something. Girl, how did you meet Robert? Do you remember? Did he get a number to your mama, or who? How did you get his number?
Goody said it's the song to I Believe I Can Fly, which is where he got the first Grammy, right? He only has 3.
Okay, well, you might want to go ask Michael Jackson for a part of that.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. How are you going to ask for the rights to a song when the majority of his music is collabs? What about the other person that's on those songs?
Girl, go get you a job. Go find you a job. Get you a job. That's what all I can tell you, honey. And stop being a gold digger, because that's just being a straight gold digger, sweetie. That's being trifling. Because first of all, it's too many of our black artists out here that's trying to come up, and too many of these gold diggers that's doing any and everything possible to try to take them down. I'm sick of this nonsense.
Here's
Enough,
the thing,
enough.
though. What judge would want to?
Some of them will. One of them will, because they just, baby, I told y'all it's election time. And this election is the most crucial election ever. And don't sit y'all behind there and think that them Democratic parties got y'all best interest at heart. They're going to lock y'all up. I'm telling y'all, we're going, love. They're going to lock y'all up.
So unheard of. I was like, you want rights to what? You mean tell me you ain't did no work on it? You want? I was shocked. You want rights?
So when this judge or whatever judge that will sign off or whatever, okay, once this here happen, entertainers, artists, y'all get ready, because I promise y'all there's some other gold diggers getting ready to take some of y'all's music. Y'all better get on the ball.
Setting the standard for that law to come into to action. Well,
y'all better hear this is just the prep of what's to come.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now let's talk about the Grammy. What can she do with the Grammy?
Nothing.
Oh, so if there's a Grammy that she wants and it's known that it's an R. Kelly Grammy, what do you want to do with it? What, eBay it? What does she want to do with it? I don't understand. Did she mention that because a girlfriend or something got one? What?
Girl, go sit down somewhere. Girl, go get you a job, please, honey.
I can't even say that. I just, oof.
And girl, leave Keith alone, please, honey. Leave Keith alone. Keith ain't bothering you. He's not bothering you. He ain't bothering nobody.
She out here
leave
looking
Keith
on
alone.
YouTube and listening to what these people are saying, and like,
and
really?
you can listen to Joe Blow and Coco and whoever else you want to listen to. But you better go and girl, Keith ain't got nothing for you, baby. Keith don't have nothing for himself.
You done brought that damn man name up. Said, well, if I don't get it from over here, then we need to go and look at this person. I'm like,
Well, you can look
what?
at Keith all you want. Keith ain't got nothing for you, baby.
No,
I promise.
she wants, did she want all three of the Grammy? No, she wants just one, I think. I think maybe she just wants one.
Well, she can want all she want. I want a house in Dubai too.
Uh-huh. She say she want her one too. I'm like, girl, he ain't got but three. What the hell do you want that stuff for? What do you want it for? Go sit down.
But you know what you know what, sweetie? Let me tell you. If you listening, I know y'all listening. If you listening, what you really want, you can't have. Cause see, God didn't bless you with that. That's His voice.
Yeah.
How about that?
Well, they say I was shocked, because I think I might have seen the story come up my phone maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. I was like, what? Why? Okay, here's the thing. Why wouldn't you just, because eBay is hot. You really want some. Get us underwear. I'm sure they cost about $8,000. What about the robe that he wore cutting his birthday cake? That was about a $20,000 robe. Just give me that stuff. But going for his Grammys and a song, come on, let's be realistic about this shit.
That is so freaking.
That's
just it's below as the sea level. That's below the level of I can't even explain the kind of women that.
I'm just saying, pretty. I mean, come on now. If I want something, think about it. $10,000 pair of boxes, girl. You can get about $60,000 on eBay for them darn things. Everybody's
get them or something. You can have it. Take that and
what's wrong with the rug that he bought in the house, man? Where was the rug at? I like that rug. Let me just get the $5,000 rug. I'm all right, because it looks like, reason why I'm saying that is like, they're looking to have some type of memoir of him, but they hate him. And he done this and he done that. How do you want this stuff sitting around? I don't grasp that. I don't. I'm gonna say this to you though, Niecy, right? Because you said something interesting, right? These women, they're not as old as as we think. Because out here, I guess old is past 50, right? These are younger people, right? And they're coming out and they're saying these things. What do you think of that if their parents or something are Christian people, right?
I know that Roshana.
She wants all three of them. Lord have mercy. Okay.
Girl, you better go get you a job, a whole
Good
job.
to say, it is in the last motion page. I'm gonna pull it tomorrow to read it, but she says she wants all three of them.
Do y'all really believe a Greenberg finna give you $1? Greenberg ain't finna let you have 2 penties.
Yeah.
And I did say penties.
Penties. P-E-N-T-T-Y. Penties.
Greenberg ain't letting you have nothing.
Wow.
Get a Greenberg.
I'm just saying, like, where is their Christian family members who
that's
knows
what
that?
I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Roshana, and Roshonda, these people they family members are Christians, girl. You know these people related to the Juanita Bynum and all of this craziness. So, yeah, they supposed to be anyway. But my question is, there's a lot of Christians going to hell too.
Ooh. Well, it starts to be hard to recognize who's Christian, who believes in the Bible. It's so hard now to recognize it. Everybody can preach it, What the heck?
I mean, Christianity is not what people think it is. It ain't what you know. It's not what you know. It's who you know.
Yeah, it's who you know. I don't know.
And if you believe,
I think that if I was, I don't know. It's like I would have to grab hold of these people and say, hey, I got to talk to you. You know,
And you know, and I wonder if the families have said that or tried to or what have you. But you know, but let me tell you something. These are these are some. They got some gold digging parents too now.
yeah, that's true. That's true. I saw how FR mom them switched about. They sat over there in that church and this and that. Now they out here like, who we going after? Oh, R. Kelly. Oh, we are. Oh, ching ching. Let's
And yeah,
go.
then the question, you know,
They
I'm
just switched
sorry, y'all
up.
better go ask what really happened to the daddy. That's what I want to know.
Yeah, where is he? I see the mom got all involved in this. Girl, and you
No,
know
the
what?
daddy that died.
When
I'm
you,
saying the daddy
oh,
that died.
okay, okay.
I want to know what really happened.
Well, somehow, since it came out that Mr. Kelly was once reaching the billionaire mark, I guess everybody head got swollen. They actually
They
speak
felt
and come
entitled.
after him
They
as
felt
if
entitled
it's
to
still
his
sitting
money.
here.
They all felt entitled to his money.
Yeah, yeah. And wasn't it spoken on something about Sony? Sony was like, well, what do you mean? If anything, they have to turn that over to him, whatever it may be, and then you can go seek it after him. What do you want from Sony? What do you want from
Tell
them?
them to go on over there to Sony. Go ahead.
Yeah,
But
go.
my thing
You
is,
say go get it
if you're
from
gonna
Sony.
give anybody anything, give it to his children, please.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm sorry, look, gold digger, baby, Joanne deserve it. Give it to Joanne. And I know how people feel about his children, but those are his children. And I'm telling y'all, if they was mine, I'd tell you the same thing that he would say. Leave my children out of that. Let me deal with my children the way I deal with mine. My children kind of act crazy like me too. So they if the apple don't fall too far from the tree. So, but leave that man children alone. Those are still his children. So I feel like at the end of the day, get that man anything that is out here. If anybody giving anything away, including and why you didn't give his children nothing?
Yeah. And you know what? Because I got to get up out of here. So, in closing, honey, you know what? I would love to see them come forward, going through the courts, saying that we are entitled to everything before any of these people.
Any of them.
I would love to see that happen. I really would. And that's pretty much all you need them to do. We're
And
coming
they
to
gonna
claim
go down just like that.
from what is entitled to us from our dad. We're coming to claim X, Y, and Z before anybody destroys
Get
and
anything.
exactly. So it would be a prayer that we, I think I'm gonna pray on. I really
Yes.
do hope that they
Yes.
would come and stand in the forefront and go and claim everything that their
Take
dad
back what
has worked
belongs
for.
to you.
Yeah.
And prayer, get that devil off of you and stand by your children.
Now that's
and
a different
stand by
story
your,
right there.
your-
You could pray.
stand by
You
your
could
kids,
pray for
baby.
that.
Get the devil off of you, because I know he on you. He
Yeah.
just tried you to test
You can pray for that one. I'm gonna stand by the children. You do her.
I'm a pray on
They
her.
say
I'm
you
gonna
gotta be
praying on
careful
her.
for
God
who you
bless her.
pray for. You just gotta listen. You gotta be careful who you pray for. Saint ain't a saint, and sometimes a sinner ain't a sinner, but I know the difference. And it is what it is. I know the difference. So, with that being said, Jason, it was glad to see you in the chat. I know you had a few things, but we having ladies' night, so I'll be back on tomorrow night. Hope to see you on the panel. Nisi, come join us and kick it on the panel with us, so we can keep Mr. Kelly alive as well. So,
Definitely.
but I gotta get up out of here. I gotta get to the
Okay.
grocery store in the morning. So I will talk to you tomorrow. And thanks for
Okay.
joining and again shining your tune of the beat of Mr. Kelly on One Papoose channel. I appreciate that.
All right.
All right, babe.
Love you.
You love you
Bye-bye.
back. Bye bye. So listen, y'all. It is what it is, and only the strong will survive. I know where my stance is, and I know why I chose to support. And nobody coming out here trying to say, oh, well, you doing this and you're supporting this type of person. No one, just like as you people go down to do your voting, can take your rights or your feelings of whom you choose to stand behind. That's who I choose to stand behind out of all of this animosity and bickering and things going on. I don't pay no attention to that, so no one told them to go and hate, who no one's pushing them. They made their choice to do so on their own. And me as an individual, I had my choice to do so on my own. I believed Mr. Kelly when he said that I didn't do these things. I believed him when he said that this happens to be a double jeopardy. Yes, I heard Mr. Kelly say they should have done this 30 years ago. I watched how the people took that and ran with it. We've watched multitude of things go down out here based off of feelings. Everybody feels some type of way of this and that. But when I got into it a little bit more logical, made me think logically about this. First of all, I'm like, these are the same girls. I'm like from 2000. Like, this is still the same story from 2008. I'm sorry. Grand jurors was present 2008. Lisa Van Allen pressed and pressed and pressed and pressed and pressed and pressed her story for whatever years. The sobbing tears, used Lifetime to get it out, or whatever. But yet then the stolen watches, the stolen, the taking the money, the extortion of this man, or that you didn't have to do all of that if everything that they were saying was presumably real facts. You don't have to do all this. What are you doing all this stuff for? You don't have to press a story that freaking hard. Not at all. Then she comes out. What was the Lizette Martinez? She comes out. She's got a book. The DJ, she left her job, and you with him. Everybody wanted to be with Mr. Kelly. As I got into this story, and I'm looking at the Mr. Kelly, right? I'm looking at Mr. Kelly has his own ingenuous way of living, right? Privately. He chose what he wanted in his lifestyle. What's the crime in that? They chose him back. They went there. You chose him. It wasn't no big secret. You saw him at the parties. You saw all these girls. You saw him on the stage. You saw the slow grind with me. They was getting down. Everybody. You can see this. You can see the audience that he had, right? You see his audience. So, and I'm sitting here, but now we hear the stories. We see Geronda Pace standing outside of a courtroom, knowing that they asked for 18-year-olds before you go in there. We saw the lies there. We saw we've seen it all, you guys. We've seen it all. And the one thing with Rashonda, she told the courts that she lived up over in a side house or something, over the rooftop or in the attic or some shit. Never said that Mr. Kelly was living up in there with her. So you mean to tell me that this man came and put her in a place where, because she didn't have housing, became a freaking crime, or allegations that, oh my God, he was doing X, Y, and Z to her? That was a preventable measurement. She didn't have to come there and live there. She should have went off with her parents and lived comfortably, growing up in her own goddamn one-bedroom apartment. What you steady using this? What you steady running back to this man for? So all of those were red flags to me, that none of these people were scared of him. He wasn't vicious. He wasn't locking you in the no. There is no news report about people, the police officers breaking down the doors, untying these people. Those are victims. Unduct taping, rescuing, what's her name? Ashanti McGee out of a goddamn van from being locked in it for 12 hours. Wasn't no story about no rescues, no rescue missions at all. None. So you can't reach that level, in my opinion, of calling someone a monster or a predator, or you can't do that. We've seen predatorial behavior. We saw real victims trapped. At least I did. And that one story will forever be branded in my mind. As much as I try to shake it, right? Them two white girls. Black man saves them. That man is going to their school stuff, keeping up with what the parents talking about. Wow, this man got these women in the basement having babies and tied up and chained together with phone cord links and everything, till they was able to kind of beat on the doors and break out, and black man saved them. I will never forget those three ladies ever. I don't know why that story sticks to me, but it was something like that is where I know how to define or be able to acknowledge, be aware of what a victim looks like. Those women didn't go shopping. Those women didn't have cars driving around in Ohio. Those women weren't walking down the street with a Birkin bag. Those women weren't over there saying, "That's my man. He look good from the back. Ooh, it's my man." They weren't doing that. So when it comes to victimization, those are the women that I would support. I support those women. They was harmed, raped, beaten, tied up months, not seeing the parents. You got not Azarel. She saw her parents. She left for a goddamn graduation. He took her, or something, or one or the other. But she went back home here and there. I saw Joy. She went back home, even though it ended up being a bad visit and a filming of her. I saw pretty much all of them left. Dominique gone back home. That shit was a whole goddamn camera action show. We gonna film this. How you automatically got something filming in the sense of saving your daughter at the same time? How they coordinate that shit? How do you coordinate that? She says a shit. She knew where she girls was. So you knew where they were. You call TMZ, set all this up. Let's go film this. Who films that type of stuff? Real timers, whatever. And down the line, and so on and so on. To where I sat out here, I didn't know shit about a Mia, a Brittany. Who these people? Who these people? Where they come from? To learn that one of them, I don't know which one, I forget because there's so many names, tried to extort him for 30,000 or something like that. They really must have thought like Mr. Kelly had like a machine like on his wall in his house. Changing just an ATM machine, just right there. Some say ATM, time machine, whatever, whichever way y'all want to call it. That shit was crazy. Like, what? Where y'all people come from? Now I'm sitting up here, I kid y'all not, knowing that this, Azrael comes out with all her wifey music, her little clips and shit from IG and this or that, right? Down to she has her sources is helping her write her music. Then she did her premiere of the I Dream or Dream, whatever the name her damn song was, right? And house, what she have the house the opening. What do you call that shit? The premiere of her single dropping, and all the people showing up spending money. She got a card table for the alcohol booths, and stuff like that. Got people out here thinking, oh, she finna do the shit. And I done searched the top 100, the 200 billboard. It got different billboards. I don't see that song no goddamn where. Nowhere. What happened to that song? Why haven't those people that helped encourage her to leave help get her on her celebrity foot? What happened to those people that took on her interview? What was that one man named? I don't want to call him gay, but he kind of gay, I guess. Where are those people at? They got those stories, and it was Serenata. I read for Dirty. Boo boo. That was it. Lifetime sold a lot of these people out. Because I have to be perfectly honest. If I'm going to be involved in something that I know that it's not all the way truth, but you want me to put it out so that lifetime can look good or whatever. And I know that I'm angry or I'm an evil person. You say top 0 to 10. Lifetime would have had to come with $1 million check. You want me to keep up this shit show with you. You want me to do that. Huh? And then now to turn around, Lifetime not there. None of these women got put in homes or have a bank account as big as 7 figures for this story. But, shoot. They pulled it out. And what's her name? What's this girl name? Because I got her book too. They pulled out because he wasn't paying me enough. Oh, Demetrius, he mad. He didn't get enough. Well, yeah, they gave us a little. Drea mad. She talking about suing Lifetime. They always mad because they ain't getting no 7-figure check. They're mad. Drea fighting with, what is it, the brother or something with Geronda Pace. Because Geronda Pace was supposed to have gave Drea some money. A whole bunch of bullshit, man. Or Drea gave her some money. Somebody's supposed to pay somebody back. They all become good old friends. Now they at the black and red tabletop talk, collecting awards. That go your award. That's what the award at. Heather, you should went to the award show. She would have got a goddamn award. She must have missed. Heather she missed the award show, y'all. She would have got her goddamn a Lifetime Grammy. I just thought, wait a minute. Didn't they have a Grammy? Didn't all the girls get an award? She must have missed that buck. She missed that damn moment. That sucks, girl. She would have had her one, y'all. I ain't lying. Now you sitting over here with, who was all of the women? Lisa Van Dyke. All of them got an award, and she ain't got one. She should have went. She should have went to the program. I just thought of that shit. She should have went. They wouldn't give her a trophy. Oh my God. Oh shit. She would have got one. Now they out here with them a whole goddamn trophy or award or some shit. She done missed out. You can't make this shit up. And a free fruit basket. Oh my God. And a fruit basket. You right. Yeah, she should have showed up at the program, girl. Shannon, she would have saved herself a whole bunch of trouble about wanting the goddamn award, because she could have left right there with Lisa there walking out with her. And she could have went and sold that motherfucker. I swear, y'all. I swear. This stuff is this stuff is over my head. I ain't lying. I bet she's saying now, hell, if I known they was giving out awards, she'd have showed up. It'd have made her life a little bit much easier. Now, that's messed up. I ain't lying. And Lisa and all them got an award on their mantle, and she out here now looking for one. Ah, shit. I cannot, y'all. One man, And like he said, he may have not done everything right in his life, right? And none of us have. But it's when your life starts to come out where the people will start pointing that finger as if they were God and say, you going down. And that shit is crazy, man. Shit is crazy. The man said he wasn't perfect. He was talking to his mama. He wasn't perfect. He said he wasn't perfect. And if someone could come out and tell you that I'm not perfect, what more do you want from a person that can admit to it? No, for real. Huh? You say she rolling off of us on those programs been 5 years? I don't know. Guess what, y'all? My time is up. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, become a member to help support the channel. I will see you guys on Ladies Night. Let's get it funky up in here, y'all. Let's get it funky on Saturday night. Have some fun and stuff. Our wind down time. This was my wind down moment from my long work week, y'all, that I can actually be like, woof. I got those cases done, over with, finalized, and on to the next one. But I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all coming in and vibing with me. Pretty. I'm glad you're back. I see you with your membership, and thanks for supporting the channel over here. More to come. Stay tuned, because it just might be deal or no deal. But sorry, it's only for the subscribers and the members only. I can't take on new people just coming from nowhere and trying to grab a little $60 bag, because that's usually the top prize. But I think it's time to have some fun with our deal or no deal. I said what I said about the whole, catfish kind of thing, right? That shit just got blowed straight crazy, to where I was copying and buying and doing this and doing that when I'm living a normal goddamn life. Like, there's no stores that's pretty much different over there than over there, and we walk in there and we buy what we like, right? Till it ended up being about a man. Never was about a man. Now it's a whole nother thing, which means situation going on, and there's some Randa's upset and things are going down. She wants to get to the bottom of it. Do I think that an inquiry without being biased is wrong? I think it's wrong if you took upon yourself to jump in something that was not your business, but use it to your advantage because you have a particular credential to do so. There's always a motive behind what a person may do. It's up until when they get caught to try to justify what it is that they were doing from the beginning. And those are the people that you have to be wary about. Why were you doing it? There's always a motive behind it. But they quick with coming back cleaning up some shit, though, boy. We're going to know how to clean up some shit quick as hell. I said, good night, y'all. Part 2, Ladies Night. See y'all later. Have a good night.